a beautiful, simple, relatively affordable meal with one of the most versatile vegetables ever. Braised leeks. So last week I picked the leeks, which I must say I ate, so that's the end of that. However, I did buy some more. And you wrote in and said you want all sorts of things. You want pie, a leek and chicken pie, you want cheesy leeks, you want... And a couple of you fortunately said braised leeks because it's just what I feel like for dinner. So we're going to do the braised leeks. I wouldn't throw that. Right, so I've got some butter in the pan. Now the reason you want the butter is it just gives you a beautiful sort of nutty flavour. But butter alone will burn. So we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil. Now if you're on some very strict sort of fat-free diet, you can actually just really do this just with stock and white wine or lemon juice alone. But when it's bubbling, come look your tricks. When the butter's bubbling and looking all delicious, then you know you can kind of start to go. Right, then what we're going to do is you're going to put the leeks sort of cut side down into the pan. So, you want to sort of brown this side. Make the most divine side dish with some roast chicken or some pork chops or any of that sort of thing. Them in a snuggish dish. I'm just going to poke as many as I can in here. You could also do this, once you've done the frying, you could do it in the oven, but you know, ESCOM and whatever, it's not really working for us. So we're just going to go like that. I'm just shoving everything in here because why not? Let's not waste anything. Okay, so we're going to give it a minute or two just to brown a little bit. So can you see they're sort of slightly sort of snug in the pan here, tricks? Cool, so I'm going to give it a minute or two and then we'll give them a turn. Right, so these have been going for a bit. Now come here, tricks, come look close to the pan. They do fall apart a bit, so don't stress. You just want that like lovely brown look. You see them there? Okay, just keep on turning them. They don't have to be evenly brown. It is for look, but it's an appearance obviously, but it's also just for flavour, that sort of nuttiness that you get from the butter. So just turn them all around. There we go. And look, if they go a bit charred like this, look here, absolutely doesn't matter. That's wonderful. A charred leek is a very, very delicious thing. I'm going to scatter. I've got some sliced garlic. I just did 2 small cloves. I'm going to scatter that over. Now the reason I haven't done minced garlic or really crushed garlic is I just think that the flavour's too strong. Leeks are quite delicate. They're an onion family member, as is garlic really, and this has sort of got a lighter vibe going. Then I've mixed up some vegetable stock, which I'm just going to pour in. So right, sort of a good glug of white wine would be a good idea, but I'm terrified Cyril's going to take the wine away again, so I'm going to use some lemon. A bit of salt. Trix, pass me the pepper behind you, please, darling. And some pepper. And then I picked some fresh thyme from the garden. I wouldn't use dried thyme, definitely not, but fresh thyme or a bay leaf, or what else could you use? You wouldn't use parsley or anything at this stage. That's about it really. Lovely. Put that in. Have a little look here, Trix, so everyone can see how gorgeous it all looks. Now the trick is really to turn the heat down and just put the lid on and let them sort of braise, sort of simmer gently. What you could do if you wanted to, and you were, let's say, roasting a chicken, you could just pop this in with the chicken and just let them, all that, it's got a lot of sugar in leeks, just get that caramelly stuff done. So we'll leave that for about 20 minutes and then we'll have a look. So it's been about 15 minutes really, and I have checked, and look at this, how beautiful. I mean, not only is it really pretty, it smells all buttery and oniony and leeky, and as I say, some roast chicken or just a grilled chicken breast, some lovely fish, a beautiful, simple, relatively affordable meal with one of the most versatile vegetables ever. Braised leeks.